Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers being chased out left. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Rodgers again now. He'll go right back to Tonyan. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down. Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend. And usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His 2nd catch of the opening possession, and it gets him a 1st down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception. He went back and reported what he found. And one of the things about him, he's like a wide receiver to me, Brandon. He has a great sense of space and understanding where defenders are.
Yeah, we talk all the time, Charles, and it kind of gets cliche about the hands that he has, but really it's the truth. For a tight end, some of the best hands in the game. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
And this is going to be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st down, Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. And again, it's It's Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. Touchdown! Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs. And the Bills take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On first down, Rodgers. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Always got some breathing room. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one 28 yards on the ground. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
To throw again on second down, Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Rodgers will throw for it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone. And now off to the races, down the right side, past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Steps away to his left. Man open, here is Jones. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Rodgers to throw once more. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And out of bounds right around the 20. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! Robert Tonyan, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have cut the lead back down to 2. They'll try and throw for it. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now on 2nd and 13. Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
Over here.
Here's Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, Brandon, if I see a dime look, if I see 6 defensive backs near the goal line, I'm changing to a running play every time.
And they had 6 there. Surprised he didn't audible at the line?
Very much so. I'm going to count on my offensive line in this situation against the lighter.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Packers have moved out in front. Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2.
They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's Allen.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Allen going to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Bills. Devin Singletary, 45 yards. And the Bills get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Watkins here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Rodgers now on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. The quick slant caught. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Dancing to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Throwing now is Rodgers. got a man. It's Tonyan. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about their deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
He's got a man, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Rodgers going to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Romeo Dobbs from 8 yards out. And the Packers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game. Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. This is caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. Oh, good return up past the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing now is Allen. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
And the Bills are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Now it's Hines. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal? And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Sammy Watkins, he's going to go. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, Packers. Well, they were back in the shadows for their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, a conservative, easy call. Run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back. And sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
That's another Bills. First down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Allen now looks to throw.
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Allen will try to throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I
really
put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football, you've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
Now a first down carry by Jones.
They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He finds Watson complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
53 yards on the...
Our Father who art in heaven, I love when you toss me blessings. You never throw interceptions, I catch them like O.D. Beckham. Hard to not the devil when built like Tiana Teller and balling at 27. I feel like Iman Shumpert. Know there's a disconnect when the sheep start to lead the shepherd. The weak start to be aggressive, the streets start to be the reverend. Bragging about first class, seated on 9/11. They spirits are not united, a legion, my soul forever. I murder my adolescence, assault with a friendly weapon. I verbally dissect them to help them get back together. Wanting the stranger things, I handle it like 11. My point is I guard the kids. I should play for the Celtics. Watch how I Euro step them and curry them like I'm Stephen. Whenever I'm in your town, the Warriors in your presence. I manifest my endeavors. I'm blessed and I'm getting better. I walk amongst living legends. Coach Contra will live forever. Oh. New goals, baby boo. Got my wrist in these grits, tryna whip something new. I am sick of this rampant. So are you. Hold on, switch. Mama, I'm gonna introduce my ego. Since the world full of villains, then let's introduce the heroes. We the good guys, no blood on our hands. It's Cheeto, she a pack. Finna.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Green Bay Packers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Rodgers going to the air to start things out. He has it complete to Christian Watson.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards on the play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Steps away. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
And again, it's Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 6.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Touchdown!
Rodgers finding Christian Watson. And the Packers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. And it'll be intercepted.
Mike Edwards picks it off.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get...
At their own 29-yard line.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Dumps it off to Fournette. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 37-yard line.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And this one caught by Cameron Brate.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down on a well-designed play there. That gets them 16 to move the chains. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game plan for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game plan for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
Brady to throw again.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He completes this to Russell Gage. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Into the red zone, it's Brady.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in by Evans here. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Now Brady. The quick slant caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. 6-0 our score after 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Here's Brady to throw. And it's caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Leonard Fournette, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bucs are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Rodgers now on 1st down. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan from 8 yards out. And the Packers are able to move back in front. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Evans has it left side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. There's Evans again, complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, 21.6 miles per hour.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Rodgers to throw once more. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. That's complete to Dobbs. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Throwing is Rodgers.
Completes it again to Dobbs. And he is going to have a Packers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Aaron Jones. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. He wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now Brady. This is caught by Evans. Touchdown! Mike Evans, as the first half is winding down.
And the Buccaneers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you got to think. Go for 2. Tie it up. Go into the locker room. What are you doing? Come on.
You're bold. You're bold.
It's real easy to be bold sitting up here, down here and making that decision.
We don't have to make those decisions. Either way, little time left on the clock here in the second quarter. We'll see how this all plays out. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And with a 2-point lead in hand, they may not do anything too aggressive here. He finds Watson. It's caught. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. To throw is Rodgers. And this is caught by Watkins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 18 more yards there and another first down. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. The kick by Crosby is good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
That throw by Brady, incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And brought in by Brady.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a 1-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high-percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Again, they'll throw with Brady.
He'll find Fournette again here.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Here's Brady. That's caught at the 1. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Brady. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady.
Todd Bowles leaving his offense on the field. They're going to go for 2 here.
Brady's going to look to throw. And he's got it. The try for two is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, and that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on third down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And this is caught. That's Watkins.
So the drive stays alive after the fourth down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're good.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with his second touchdown of the night. And the Packers have retaken a third-quarter lead. Rodgers will throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on it.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Play action. Now it's Brady. And that's caught inside the 35. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. An explosive 38-yard pickup. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Brady again.
Finding Evans here, going across the middle of the field. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady.
And the Bucs answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead.
Brady will look to throw for it. It's caught at the 1. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that one. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Oh, I think the Packers got it. Yep, Green Bay football.
Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
Joe Tryon, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it was hard for anyone to react.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Man open, here is Jones. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Aaron Jones, 33 yards. And the Packers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
They'll try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
To throw, it's Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. 78 yards. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into that deficit. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a one-score game. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Rodgers looking to throw.
On the out route, Dobbs brings it in. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. But ego had no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Pitch came to Jonah. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't find my soul with no dollar signs. The industry's so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Run it up, 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 run it up.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Green Bay Packers. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And we will not see a run. Opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Packers. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
They wasted no time showing how aggressive they're going to be in this game. They get the quick score, and then they go for 2, CD.
Surf's up, partner. And when surf's up, you ride the wave. They felt great about that quick drive, put it in the end zone. Why not go for 2? They felt comfortable with the play call that they had.
And the home crowd loves it. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Brady. And this one is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now or
lights out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Going deep here for Watkins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 56 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Now Jones. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2nd down and goal. Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 51 yards. And the Bucs have come back to make it a 2-point game.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. So they get the 2 points, and now we're even at 8-8. So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge that by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Tonyan. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
Rodgers again now. Completes it again to Doubs. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Rodgers. Touchdown! Robert Tonyan from 10 yards out. And the Packers have taken the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Now Rodgers. And this will be caught. They get the 2, and they double him up now. It's 16-8. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right?
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for two. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Pulls it in at the 13. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Throwing on second and long. Brady, flush to his right. Dean Lowry in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a third and long.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, but while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick six from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Brady to throw for it on fourth down.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time.
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops. And now,
the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
That's complete to Dobbs. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And this is caught. That's Watkins.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14.
Up the middle, Jones.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
To throw is Rodgers.
Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Jones.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Rodgers now on first down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
And the Packers are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Packers continue to pull away here this first half.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The final shot before half for Brady. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Taken from about the 12. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Packers are going to take over here up near the 40.
Partner, I see you reaching for the white flag. Put it down. I don't want you throwing it, but I understand why. Because if you do, you're hoping they might actually stop this game because we're blowout territory right now. That interception just surrendered any momentum they built up in the locker room during halftime. So game plan, it's in the garbage. Time to try something new in this one.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage. Able to knock that one away.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Rodgers going to go on 4th down.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those.
And it's a Packers touchdown. On fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game.
And the Packers have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Brady going to go on fourth down. And this one caught by Cameron Brate.
And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Again, it's Brady. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown.
Chris Godwin,
29 yards.
And the Bucs are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
Brady will look to throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Bucs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic, 3rd and long after that last sack.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Brady now to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. It got his man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And this is caught at the 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. On 1st down, Brady. That is caught at the 7. Touchdown.
Tom Brady with a touchdown pass to Chris Godwin. And the Bucs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Brady's going to look to throw. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Rodgers now to throw.
Got Dobbs over the middle. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. The one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
After the penalty, it's Jones. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They'll go again to Jones. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.